In today's first reading, the youthful Samuel is sleeping in the temple. When he hears a voice call him, he quickly asks the old prophet Eli whether he called him. Eli assures him that he did not and tells him to go back to sleep. Now, after a couple more wake-up calls, Eli realizes it is the Lord who is calling the boy. Now, Samuel hears, but he is not used to listening to the Lord, so Eli tells him it is the Lord who is calling them. And the next time he hears that eternal voice, he is to say, "Speak, Lord, I am listening." Now, after more than 2,000 years of Christianity, how many youthful Catholics still need that guidance? And how many elderly Catholics also need it? What about you and what about me? Do we really listen to the Word at Mass while it is being read to us from the pulpit? Do we also need a wake-up call? When was the last time you were actually moved by the readings at Mass and felt that God was speaking directly to you? Do you remember what it was and you put it into practice in your daily life? When was the last time you were so spiritually moved by the readings at Mass that it changed the course of your life? Now, if that has never happened to you, then you need an Eli to direct you. Hear the Word at Mass and listen to God speak to you. Then quickly respond to the Lord in your heart by saying to Him, "Speak, Lord, I am listening." Now, the second reading could change a few lives for those really listening. Anyone living an immoral life needs to really hear what Paul says about those who abuse God's most holy gift of sex. The body is not for immorality, it is for the Lord. Sex is not dirty, it is holy. It must be expressed in holy marriage only. To use it outside of a valid marriage is always a mortal sin. Now, in the Gospel reading, the first disciple of Christ hear and listen to the words of John the Baptist. It is a life-changing experience for them as they follow Jesus, who invites them to come and see where He stays. They remain with Him that day, and then Andrew brings his own brother Simon to Jesus, who tells him he will be known as Peter, the Rock. He will become the first pope because he is not only heard, but also listened to by his brother Andrew. Now, as this particular gospel is read today in all the Catholic churches throughout the world, let us all pray that many young people will hear and listen to receive an invitation by Jesus to come and follow Him in the holy priesthood or religious life. Now, anyone who really listens at Mass might be destined to be a future saint. May the Holy Spirit open your hearts and minds to this reading. God bless you. I'm John Preiss.